So in this lecture, we will discuss about Imperial Cholas. The Chola dynasty rose to the prominence from the earlier three important kingdoms that we had discussed: Chola, Chera, Pandyas. Imperial Cholas are different from the Cholas of the earlier time. Now, Imperial Cholas were called imperial because their territory was not only situated in the India, in the present day Tamil Nadu, but it went till the Malay Peninsula. Malay Peninsula is nearby Singapore, Malaysia, that region, uh, and the present day Sri Lanka. Now, who founded the Chola Empire? So it was Vijayalaya who founded the Chola Empire, who in 8th century seized control of the Tanjore kingdom and led the groundwork for the Cholas' rise to power. Vijayalaya's victory over the Pallavas marked the beginning of the Cholas' ascent to imperial status. Then one of the most important kingdom of Imperial Chola was Rajendra Chola. So the pinnacle of Chola Empire came under the reign of Rajendra Chola, who famously led his armies to the bank of the Ganges, earning him the name Victor of the Ganges. And there was a temple which was constructed, which was known as Gangai Kond Cholpuram. Rajendra's conquest cemented the Chola status as the prominent power in South India during the 11th century. Then Aditya I expanded it further. Vijayalaya's successor Aditya I expanded the dynasty and hold on the region by defeating the Pandyan kings and the Vadumbas, establishing Chola's dominance over the former Pallava territories. What was the administration and governance of the Chola Empire? So though it had a kind of centralized governance system as well, with a village level autonomy, and there was a lot of patronage for the art as well. So the Cholas were known for their efficient and centralized system of governance, which brought the entire southern region under a single unified administration. The empire was divided into provinces known as mandalams, each overseen by a governor appointed by the king. In village, despite the Chola centralized control, the empire's administrative structure allowed for a high degree of local autonomy. Each village acted as a self-governing unit with its own elected councils responsible for maintaining order and overseeing community affairs. Um, they were the great patrons of art. The Chola rulers were ardent supporter of the art, investing heavily in the construction of grand temples, sculptures, and cultural institutions. This patronage helped to cement the Chola's legacy as one of the most culturally significant dynasties in the history of southern India. Now, what is the architectural legacy of the Cholas? The one of the most important legacy of Cholas is the Brihadeshwara temple. One of the most iconic examples of Chola architecture, the Brihadeshwara temple in Tanjore, is towering, is awe-inspiring. That exemplifies the grandeur and technical prowess of the Chola builders. It was completed in 1010 AD. The temple's massive granite tower and intricate carving have made it a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And the second is the Rajarajeshwara Temple, another masterpiece of Chola architecture. The Rajarajeshwara Temple in Gangai Cholpuram was commissioned by the great Rajendra Chola. This temple ornate intricate carvings and impressive scale make it a true testament to the Chola's architectural genius. One of the hallmark of Chola's architecture was its grandeur. Uh, the Rajaraja Chola and Rajendra Chola both were one of the mightiest of empire ever adorned the southern India, and one of the most famous sculpture of Imperial Chola time is Nraj. The Cholas were also renowned for their exceptional bronze sculpture. The iconic Nataraj sculpture depicting the Lord Shiva in a dynamic dance pose is perhaps the most famous example of Chola bronze craftsmanship. The spread of Chola influence. So there was conquest in the Sri Lanka, and expedition were held into the Southeast Asian countries as well, and there could be influence of Tamil culture still you can observe in the Sri Lanka as well as in Singapore, as well as in the Malaysia. That is because of the Imperial Cholas. And now we will talk a bit about Natraj. So the Natraj, or the Lord of the Dance, is one of the most iconic and recognizable sculptures to emerge from the Chola period. It shows Lord Shiva in a dynamic, energetic pose, symbolizing the eternal cycle of creation, preservation, and destruction. And they are renowned for their technical virtuosity because they are intricate. They have been made like a masterpiece, and it's very difficult to make them. They are one of the finest example of sculpture creation, and it has a high grade of spiritual significance as well. The Natraj sculpture of Lord Shiva. Why the decline of the Chola Empire? Because of there was succession struggles as well. There were foreign invasions as well, and the Pandyans' power was also increasing. Hoysala was also started dominating, and despite their eventual downfall, the Cholas left an indelible mark on the history and the culture of South India. So let's summarize their influence. That they had. So architecture is one of the influence. Brihadeshwara and Rajarajeshwara temple, the whole Tanjore. Then sculpture, the Natraj sculpture, administrative system, having a kind of village governance system was one of the hallmark, and was one of the very different kind of thing, which made them which made their popularity even further higher, because they had not only the significance in art and architecture but also socio-political, and they provided a lot of patronage to the uh, scholars who were adorning the courts, as well as the Tamil language became even more richer during the period of Imperial Cholas. So this was the lecture. Hopefully it will help you. Thank you very much. Take care. Best wishes.